Hello everyone, my name is Alzael, and this will be my Let's Play for Super Mario Bros. 2. When Mario opened a door after climbing a long stair in his dream, another world spread before him, and he heard a voice call for help to be freed from a spell. After awakening, Mario went to a cave nearby, and to his surprise, he saw exactly what he saw in his dream. Bum bum. So, this is the character select screen. Mario Bros. 2, for its time, was actually a pretty advanced game. You have 4 playable characters, Mario, Luigi, Toad, and the Princess, and each one actually has different stats. Mario is generally your all-around basic average character. Luigi is kind of slow, kind of on the slower side, but he has the highest jump, which comes in useful in some cases. Toad is the fastest, especially having fast pickup speed, which you will see is very useful in the first two levels of the game. The Princess generally has the weakest stats, but she does make up for it in that she has the nifty ability to be able to fly. So, like I said, for the first 2 stages, I always pick Toad, and you'll see why when we get to it. So yeah, unlike other Mario games, or really any other game in the series, in this one you can actually pick up and toss enemies. And that's actually generally your basic method of attack, is picking shit up and tossing it. So the potions there will open up doors into what the game calls subspace. And subspace does 2 things. First off, in some cases, depending on where you put it, you'll get a mushroom, which will give you an extra hit point. And the other thing is that when you're in subspace and you pick up you pick up vegetables or plants, the first 2 times you enter subspace, the plants will instead give you coins, which are used later in sort of like a slot machine bonus game that you get at the end of every single level. Power blocks, when you pick up and throw them on the ground, basically do that and kill shit. The guys with the masks here are, in the game they're called Shy Guys, and the little kind of like bouncing bird things are Twitters. Damn right. And those ones there are called Ninja. Now, this game actually, or this stage, actually has 2 ways to get to the end. And I'll demonstrate the normal way first, and then I'll come back and I'll do the other way to get out of the level. So, here's why you choose Toad for the first level. You'll note here that there's quite a large patch of vegetables that you can get. And because of this large patch here, this gives us a lot of opportunities to collect coins, which can give you a good starting output in the game if you're new and you're not really good yet at doing the game on your own. A few extra lives always helps. And this is where Toad's high pickup speed really comes in handy, because he's pretty much the only character that can get all of these coins. Yeah, unfortunately you can only do that twice. If you try to do it a 3rd time, you just get vegetables again, and that's really all that you'll ever use subspace for. This game, yeah, the one thing about this game, fuck, is that the controls are just like a little loose, especially when you're running. You kind of build up a lot of momentum, so sometimes it's really easy to overshoot whatever it is that you're going for. But it's never that big of a problem, and it usually won't get you killed. Unfortunately, yeah, this is, I think, like the only mainstream Mario game where you can't actually stomp on enemies. This creature here is Birdo. There's basically a Birdo at the end of every single freaking level, and it's kind of tedious because generally they're all the same, although there are slight variations of the Birdo. Basically, it shoots eggs at you, you jump on the eggs, toss it out, you get a crystal, open it up, and then you walk into the giant hawk mouth. And I have just been eaten. And this here is the bonus game. Really, there's no actual strategy to this. You kind of just... because the images move so fast that you can't really predict or hit them, so you basically just hit the button randomly and hope you get lucky. For every 3 in a row, you get 1 life. Cherries are what you're really going for. If you get a cherry in the first slot, you get 1 life. If you get a cherry in the second slot, you get 2 lives, and if you get all 3 cherries, you get 5. So cherries are basically the only ones that will guaranteed give you any lives. And as you can see, I'm not really, well, not doing too bad. And now on the second stage. I'll come back to this stage. I'm gonna go back for. First, I'm gonna go back to the stage we just did, and I'm going to show you the other entrance or the other exit. So we'll come back to this point in a moment. So we're back here at the part where essentially the fork in the game, or the fork in the stage, anyways. The other way to go through here is you can go this way. And one other thing I forgot to mention is that if you hold the down button for a while, and you'll start to glow like that, and if you press jump then, you'll do a super jump, which will help you get to higher places. But if you go this way and you pick these bomb flowers, and if you time it right when you drop it, trying to blow yourself up, of course, like that, but basically if you time it right, you can just kind of duck in there, open the door, and this will actually take you to back behind Birdo. And so it's kind of a quicker way to get here and deal with this. Personally, I just go the other way because, well, you get the coins. And you just smack Birdo 3 times, assuming of course I can land a freaking... There we go. And little Toad gets consumed by this giant fucking freaky mouth. So, here we are, back with the game where we left off. And again, we're gonna choose Toad for this level. Pretty much for the same reason as we did for the last level. The enemy on the flying carpet is called a Pidgeot, and you need to steal the carpet and fly across here, past the Bezos, and over here where the carpet starts to disappear on you. And apparently my aim fucking sucks. But anyways. So, as you can see here, this door has a lock on it, which means that we've got to find a key, and the key will be down in here. These little masks are called Phantos, and when you grab the key, one of them will come to life and fly around and chase your ass all around the fucking level. It's generally a pain in the ass, but it's something you gotta deal with. Fortunately, in this case, the Phantos are kind of slow. The cherries, by the way, if you manage to pick up a certain number of them, I don't know, I think it's like 5 or 6 or something within a level, they'll summon a Starman to make you invincible. And as you can see, if you pick up the key, the Phantom just comes back. But yeah, you can summon a Starman, which will make you invincible. It's really not that useful. Just because you can't really control where you get it all that well, so... And as you can see, I'm being shot at by Sniffets. Yeah, that little thing there is a Sniffet. They're just annoying little buggers, but there aren't many of them. And here's where the second mushroom is. There's always 2 mushrooms, and there's actually 2 mushrooms in every stage, so you'll have you'll end up with a maximum of 4 life points if you get all the mushrooms. There are some stages where I don't think I even remember where all the mushrooms are, because it has been years since I've actually really played this game, so I can't promise you that I'll get them all. Sorry. And yeah, you can see the large collection of vegetables that we've got here. Pretty much the same thing as before. And pretty much Toad has the same use as before here as well. Again, Toad's the only character that's fast enough to actually be able to pick up all of these. With any other character, you'd probably miss the last 1 or 2, especially if you were using the princess, because her pickup speed is absolute shit compared to everyone else. And with that, we're out, and we're back to Birdo. Same thing as before, we just knock him out 3 times. And the bitch bird bites the dust. And of course I get a heart to heal me, which is so perfectly timed. And as you can see, I have so many coins that I've gone past the 10 mark, and now I'm into letters. I honestly don't know why it does it. I think it's just something to do with like a glitch in the game or something. I really don't know. But let's see what I can get for lives here. I do find that if you have a turbo controller, for some reason it does seem to work better. You seem to get cherries more. Okay, aside from this time around, but in general, I always found that a turbo controller tends to get you more lives, or you know, maybe it's just confirmation bias or something. So that was level 2. And we'll do the next level, and we'll do the next 2 levels in the next installment, just because unfortunately YouTube has this annoying time limit. I can only right now only do videos that are like 15 minutes in length, which is why I kind of have to split this up so weirdly. But yeah, so we'll get to the next one soon. This is Alzael out.